Good morning, I am off to hot yoga. Just got back from hot yoga. I'm hot right now. Arthur thinks it's some kind of lunchtime, although it might just be about noon. Is it lunchtime for you? Is it lunchtime for you? Should I get you something? There we go. Kale for you. There you go. Num num num. Is that good? So yeah, last time I came back from hot yoga, I was all invigorated, ready for the day. Now this is only my second time. I'm shattered. All I'm good for is a shower and food and a nap. Yeah, I'm gonna eat all of this. Well, not all of this. Maybe just that. Maybe less these two. And just to explain, I go to hot dynamic yoga at the perfumery, is that what the building's called, behind Hove Station? And I've only ever been taught by a guy called Yogi Stu, who's quite a character. But a lot of the other teachers were in the class today as well, so that was kind of cool to kind of watch them just having a session and to see how far off I am from their standard. Was interesting. So yeah, we'll link to them in the doobly-doo. I don't know if they still have a Groupon deal on. They did before, which is how I've sort of begun my introductory course with them. If there is, then I'll also link that down in the description. If you've done Bikram before, it's cooler than that. Doesn't feel it sometimes, but it definitely is cooler, which is a lot nicer, I think, and a lot easier to do any kind of movement, let alone yoga. So yeah, check them out if you are in the Hove area and would like to do some hot stretching. Liam and I have a meeting at 2 o'clock with potential new clients, so definitely can't miss that. And it's a really lovely day outside. It's really sunny, so yeah, as long as that stays out, then be pretty happy. We're in small batch, obviously, waiting for our client, obviously. I mean that in a kind of, where else would you go for client meeting? Not like, can you see around me? And we're obviously in small batch. We're waiting for our client at the moment to show up, and then I think we could have quite a good meeting.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting them. It should be a really good meeting. It should be really, really nice to meet this client. Potentially some really interesting work we could be doing with them, hopefully in the long term as well.
So we've just gotten back from our meeting with awesome people doing awesome things.
Very awesome things.
Very awesome things.
Very awesome things.
I'm shattered though. There was a lot of thinking.
Coffee.
Water.
More thinking.
Speaking.
Watching videos.
One of those really hard meetings.
See, now we say it doesn't sound too bad, but it was really knackering.
That's really exciting, and we're basically going to be making essentially like a promo film for Digital Label, you know, that sort of summarises the types of people that they work with, the type of work that they do, but it's going to be, you know, a promo film with a punch. The logistics for it are going to be tricky, but really interesting, and, you know, the challenge is exactly what we like to have with our films.
Plus the cause is really great as well, which always helps.
Yeah.
So Digital Label, they are an anti-bullying charity based in Brighton. They do really cool work, they've got a really good message, and it's all about just combating discrimination for anyone if they're discriminated against because of their race, their sexuality.
We met up with them because they want to start doing some video stuff. They came across as just really visual people anyway.
They came to us with a really good set of videos they really loved, like they really had a clear love for certain visual styles, but it was just nice to see like the type of things they take inspiration from. That
sort of stuff is really useful for us, because then we have, I guess, like a foundation sort of build up from that. After a couple of hours, we then walked away with I think is what should be a really solid idea. I can see it in my head. I hope Liam and Eleanor can see it too. Until you all see it in front of you, it can be quite difficult to double check that everyone's on the same page. But I got really good vibes from them today, and I think we are. At least within the same few pages, if we're not on exactly the same page. We got given free things, which is always good. We got given these Digital Label wristbands, which are really comfy and
They really are.
really soft and squidgy, and also look awesome. So yeah, we're pretty chuffed with those. Just to give this another plug, because my friend Callum totally deserves this. He is raising money for Ditch the Label, which is how I found out about them, by doing a 5k run. I think he's doing it in August, but he basically he's only on 40 quid right now for donations of £100 target, and he should totally be able to just blitz this £100 target. So please, if you know him, or if you just want to support anti-bullying, anti-discrimination of any sort, then please check out his page. This is it here. Das Callum. We'll put a link to his Just Giving page in the description. If you just think to yourselves about, you know, what you might spend a tenner on, and instead you'd like to give that to cool people doing cool things and Callum running 5k, that would be awesome. That would make you an awesome human being. It would just be nice, please. Do it. Give money. So Liam and I have just gone through how to use the 5D Mark III. Liam's going to be doing a whole bunch more shooting now. It also just gives him, you know, more of that technical knowledge.
For me so far, my knowledge of using cameras has been a lot more to do with the composition, and a lot of the time on the planning side, working with external camera people who would often handle this stuff, or I'd be involved in the edit. So actually getting into the details of the technical aspects, like Fritz said, it's just, you know, it's really good to be able to, for one thing, you know, to be able to take over the camera, yeah, but also know how a shot's going to look at a location, to know how light's going to affect the image. So yeah, in particular, just going through all of the settings in minute detail and understanding why they actually work as they do has been really, really useful.
I guess, you know, if you have knowledge of how something needs to be shot, then you therefore have already have an idea of how it's going to look and be handled in post-production. And that's really important, because, you know, there's a really sort of well-known saying that is constantly used as a joke, which is just fix it in post. Particularly if you're filming with cameras that compress footage quite a lot, you don't have that much space really to push it in the grade with your footage before it starts to break up quite noticeably. So you really kind of want to avoid that, and you want to try and get things in camera as much as possible, so you avoid having to try and fix it in post. A lot of the time for your client, when you've costed it up your post-production to not need that fixing in post time. But fixing something in post is your mistake, and you know, you can't really then expect the client to just pay for that. If you can anticipate as much as possible beforehand, which means understanding how you're going to shoot something, which means understanding the technical aspects of filming, then you're in a much better place to produce as good a film as possible, and you also make your life easier, you know, and there's less stress, which is always good. So after all that, I'm totally knackered.
Yeah, I'm pretty knackered.
A lot of learning happened today. Yay!
Woo!
And a really cool meeting, but was quite intense, so that was quite knackering too.
Yeah, but potentially a really good project out of it, so it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, definitely worth it, definitely. Hell yeah, I'm really excited about it already.
Me too. So I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
cool. Thank you for watching.
thank you for watching.
Please subscribe.
Please give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
Bye! We're dealing with a major technology company through a digital creative agency on a subject which will be explained through the medium of an interview. The vaguest brief we've ever had.